Hello, Jolie. Let's get married.
What are you talking about? What's the deal with the sudden proposal? And over text?
It's only that I understand you're going through a difficult time because your parents have recently died away. I also know you don't have any other family to lean on. This cannot be ignored. That is why, if I marry you, I will be able to assist you both emotionally and financially. Don't you wish you had someone by your side to guide you through this? As a result, we should marry as soon as feasible. We can finish all of the paperwork tonight and marry before the end of the week. My parents already like you and will let us live with them until we have enough money to buy a place of our own. Everything works out in the end.
This is very unexpected. I'm not sure.
You will be with my family and me. You won't be alone.
Thank you very much. I'm overjoyed that you care about me enough to want to assist me.
Then let's marry.
But maybe if we could simply wait a year before getting married, I'd be more at ease. It's just too sudden at the moment. I'm still grappling with the reality that my parents died in the accident, and I'm not in the mood to organize a wedding.
I understand. That makes perfect sense.
I sincerely apologize. I really don't want to be sad throughout our wedding. So much is going on.
It's all right. I understand why you'd want to wait. But do let me know if your thinking changes. Who knows, maybe you'll be up for it in a week or so. My affections for you will never alter, and I am ready to be your husband right now. My family will be delighted to see you, and you are welcome to stay with us so that you are not alone in that large mansion. Alternatively, I could come and stay with you. You must be feeling really lonely. Isn't it true that having me around would make you feel better?
I'm flattered that you think that way about me, but I need some alone time right now. I haven't been able to sleep since I've been thinking about my parents who were killed in the accident. I'd prefer to get some rest right now. I sincerely apologize.
That's perfectly okay. When you're ready, I'll call. I genuinely care about you, Jolie.
Thank you so much for your warm words. I'll contact you once I'm feeling better. Hey. Do you have some free time? I need your help with something.
Hello, Jolie. Yes, I do have time. What's going on? Are you feeling well? I understand you are going through a difficult time right now.
Not really. It's been quite challenging.
I'm not sure I'd be okay either. I don't know what I'd do if my parents died. You're probably lonely as well. If you require anything, I can come over. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me.
Thank you so much, Kate. You're a wonderful companion.
Thanks. In any case, what do you require assistance with?
It's actually about Egan. He unexpectedly proposed to me via text message.
What the heck is going on? By text? In addition, the timing is terrible. What was he thinking? You've barely been dating for 4 months and don't even live together. This is quite strange.
I know. That is why I wanted to discuss it with you. The timing is strange, and who would want to marry and arrange a wedding after their parents were killed in a car accident?
Why would he do that, you could ask? If I were in the relationship, I would consider that a red indicator. I'd wait and watch his actions. This doesn't sit well with me. I'm not certain.
Yes, I understand.
So, how do you feel about it all?
I completely concur with you. I'm also disappointed in how he proposed. Even if the timing wasn't too bad, who proposes by text message? Right now, I'm really annoyed with him. I've previously informed him that I need time to ponder and that I'd like to wait a year before getting married.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. Giving it a year to see how things go with him would be a good idea. If I had a guy who proposed to me at this moment, I would be furious.
right? I sometimes don't understand how males think. I'm pleased I discussed it with you. I'm relieved to hear that I'm not the only one who thinks Egan is odd. The entire scene was odd. I guess I'll have to wait and see how things go in the coming year. Thank you for speaking with me. It was wonderful to be distracted from things.
Yes, of course. Please keep me updated on how things progress. I'll be available if you need anything.
How are you doing, Jolie? Did you complete the marriage paperwork I sent you? Everything will be official after we submit it.
Yes, I signed everything and it's ready to go.
That's great. I'm overjoyed that this is finally happening.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, and I think it would be best if we shared your parents' house. We can make all the preparations as we go.
Okay, that sounds reasonable.
I'm short on cash right now, so I figured it would be better if I just stayed at your apartment. Furthermore, you have a large sum of money, so we should be fine for a long time.
I see. That makes perfect sense. Good day, Kate. Things are getting worse with Egan. Everything is becoming abundantly evident.
I was right on the mark, wasn't I?
Yes, really.
That guy is just extraordinary. He irritates me to no end. He obviously wants to marry you just for the money you inherited from your parents' debts. He's completely insane. He seems to love and care for you on the outside, but on the inside, he only wants money and security. I'm telling you, he's the worst for taking advantage of you in this way. Don't go through with the marriage. I truly despise him.
Believe me, I've been there. I, too, am sick of him. He can't get enough of talking about marriage and how much money we'll have. Is he thinking I'm a moron?
He's most likely behaving up because he's overjoyed with the money. You did receive a large sum of money from the bequest, but he is unconcerned about your feelings.
This past year, talking to you has literally saved my life. You were always giving me sound advice and knew exactly what to say. I was able to see through his ruse thanks to you. I assured him I did, but I never completed or submitted any marriage documents.
Thanks. And that's a good thing. So, where are you now?
I was out with several pals, but I'm now back at home.
That's fantastic news. I'm delighted you've been going out. I was scared since you were fixated on Egan for a while.
I'm not sure whether I informed you, but I've been staying with ISA. I had to get out of there.
Really? I'm pleased it helps you feel better. You've been through a lot in the last year. Egan is the only thing you have to deal with right now. You'd call it quits with him before things got too bad.
Sure, I will.
You should also ensure that he does not have any sensitive information about you and should block him once you have broken up with him. I feel like he is the type of guy who doesn't handle rejection well. He is also financially motivated and has been waiting a year for this marriage. Please be cautious.
Don't worry, I've got a plan. I'll stay in touch.
Seriously, Jolie? How many days have passed? Shouldn't we have received a call or an email concerning our wedding plans by now? I'm also ready to move in with you. I'm running out of tolerance with you. Haven't I waited long enough? I waited a year for you.
Sorry about that. I have no control over who calls me. I'm sure they're just busy and will contact us shortly. Let us look on the bright side. You had more time to pack everything, so I'm confident you won't forget anything. It's simply that a lot of unanticipated events have occurred recently, and I've been really busy.
How can you be so busy? I'm sure you're just slow. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm constantly waiting for you.
I sincerely apologize. I'll speed things up. Maybe I'm just bad at cleaning and arranging. I wanted everything to be flawless for when you moved in. I was just having some difficulties. I also hired a maid to assist me with the cleaning.
Did it truly take 2 weeks?
It's a large house. I have 6 bedrooms, 2 stories, 4 bathrooms, a 3-car garage, and I am the only one in the house. The structure is essentially a mansion. The maid is essentially required. There was a lot for me to accomplish, and searching through my parents' belongings brought up memories that made me sad. It took some time for me to clean up the house because it was gloomy for me.
Oh, yes. Aren't you grateful to your parents for leaving you such a wonderful house and money? Stop being so pessimistic and focusing on yourself.
What?
You have all the money you could possibly want because they died. Wasn't your father an entrepreneur?
He was, indeed.
He gave you what every woman desires: a large sum of money and a mansion. You have no need to be sad when they have left you with such wonderful gifts. It is unpardonable.
You're absolutely correct. I was able to spend my time in such a lovely home. I also purchased pricey items such as a new vacuum cleaner, a laptop, and a work desk. I can get whatever I want these days. Perhaps I'll get a new car next. I'm still getting paid for my employment in addition to the money they left me. It appears that I shall never run out of funds. I'm prepared for life.
Yes, because you have so much money and spend it recklessly, I'll be in charge of everything. I'm in control of you now that we're officially married and living together.
That does not appear to be fair.
What precisely do you mean? Isn't it natural? Don't worry, I'll provide you with a monthly stipend. You'll still be able to have fun, but with moderation.
That is, however, the money my parents left me as well as the money I earn from my employment.
So what? Is this going to be an issue?
I'm sorry. I see what you're saying. Oh. Kate appears to be messaging me. It appears to be an emergency. I'll contact you again shortly.
Wait. We were having a talk.
I'm sorry, but I have to leave. When I'm finished, I'll send you a message.
Really? What does Kate matter? I never liked you hanging out with her. Do you believe I'm unaware of what's going on? You've been putting it off ever since we got serious about marriage and moving in together. Please don't make me wait any longer.
Kate. The realtor arrived today, and I finally got to see my parents' house. I'm finally moving across the state.
That's fantastic! Congratulations! Did Egan have any suspicions?
No, he sensed something, but I don't think he understands what's going on. Everything appears to be in order. He probably believes I'm dragging out the marriage process to keep him waiting. I can't believe I sold the house in 2 weeks. It's so difficult to keep everything in and play along with Egan.
That is just ridiculous. You're going to feel fantastic when you get out of that place and finally get rid of Egan. He's such an annoyance.
I know. I'm leaving tomorrow.
Are you staying with ISA again tonight?
Yep. Everything is packed and ready to travel.
I'm overjoyed for you. I wish you a safe journey. I'm going to miss you, but I'll see you soon. Please let me know if you require any assistance tomorrow.
I will. I'm going to miss you as well. Thank you very much.
What the hell is going on? Is this some kind of idiot prank? Jolie, you had better respond quickly away. What exactly does this mean? Please explain.
What does it mean?
This morning, I drove over to your place and it was completely vacant. I couldn't get in since the door was locked. Not only that, but I noticed a sold sign in the front yard.
Oh, I neglected to mention that I sold the house.
What in the world are you doing? This can't be a joke. I'm not in the mood for gaming right now. Where have you gone?
Living alone in such a large house made me feel lonely and melancholy. After my parents died, I didn't like living there. There are simply too many memories to let go of in order to go forward. I decided to sell the house and go to a new location far away from you.
You're leaving? Are you mad?
I left this morning.
What exactly are you talking about? What about our collective plans to move in together? We've been married for a while and are meant to be living together by now.
I had a change of heart. I do not wish to marry you. I also do not want you near my money. That's what my folks left for me. Monthly allowance? What a farce.
You have no knowledge. We've already gotten married. You're such a moron. You legally declared that we are married by submitting the marriage paperwork. You complied with my request, thus it is already said and done. You can't escape me. I've waited far too long for this.
You've recently shown your actual nature to me. The way you've treated me over the last year tells me all I need to know about you.
Hey, be cautious what you say to me. We're already married, and your money is in my possession. So please grant me access to your bank account. From now on, I'll be in control of it. This includes your earnings from job.
That's correct. We're not married.
Oh my goodness, how could that be? You've already turned in the paperwork. It is already too late.
However, I did not.
What?
Yes, I deceived you. I never submitted or completed them in the first place. It ended up in the garbage.
You know what I mean? But why is that? Didn't you care about me?
No, I didn't. And what exactly do you mean by why? Your personality and behavior literally offend me.
Keep your mouth shut.
Did you honestly believe I'd hand up all the money my parents left me to someone like you?
You were supposed to like me. I spent an entire year with you.
I did love you at first, but my friend was able to wake me awake. Then I wondered why I was even dating garbage like you. From the outset, it was all about my money and house. I decided to play along in order to exact my vengeance.
Wait a minute. You knew all along?
Almost completely. For almost 2 months, I liked you. My sentiments for you dissipated swiftly after I discovered what you were up to. I, like my father, know how to make sound financial judgments. You would have enraged my parents. They'd never have allowed me to date you in the first place.
Why would they dislike me?
I'm sure anyone could easily dislike you. You're an egotistical jerk. Now I've got a pile of cash all to myself, and none of it is for you.
You can't talk to me like this. Who do you think you are?
I can communicate with you in whatever way I desire. My mother also taught me that family and connections are more important than money. She also taught me how to identify toxic people in my life and how to advocate for myself. As a result, I got rid of you. I'm smart and capable of living on my own because of them. I don't need you to tell me what to do or manage my money.
You've got to be kidding me. You planned it all along? You squandered a year of my life. It's incredible. What do I have to show for a year? Nothing.
You made use of me as well. Allow me to teach you anything. If you really wanted to be clever and manipulate me, you shouldn't have said you wanted to marry after my parents died and then treated me like crap for a year. What kind of moron are you? You can't even beat yourself.
It's called help. I was there for you at your moment of need.
You creep, I'd rather drown than have that kind of support. Instead of pursuing people for their money, perhaps you might begin to be a better person. Just consider your current situation. You don't even own a home and are still dependent on your parents. Isn't it a little late for you to be doing that? Instead of pursuing women for money, get a job and live a normal life.
You have no right to say such a thing to me.
In any case, you'll never be my husband, you'll just be a waste of my time. I can't believe I put up with you for so long, but it was totally worth it. You will never be in my life.
Could you please transfer me a little portion of the funds? I've been waiting for this for a long time.
What is the point?
You must have made a fortune after selling the house. Can you spare some for me? A few $1,000s should hardly make a dent on your bank account.
But why is that?
Because you have a lot of money.
I'm not sure what response you're expecting from me.
No, I only want a smidgen of that.
Goodbye.
Egan was unable to contact Jolie or discover where she had relocated. He ended up gambling all of his remaining money and pestering his parents for more money until they too became wise and stopped providing him money. They decided to force him out, and he temporarily moved in with his brother. After nearly 2 months of putting up with Egan, his brother also kicked him out. Egan became destitute and began begging on the streets for money. He spent any money he had on gaming or drink. Meanwhile, Jolie relocated to Washington and purchased a lovely townhouse. She is content with her new routine and has enough of money left over. She misses her parents on sometimes, but she embraces the life they provided her and intends to live it to the utmost.
Riley, did you call all my relatives thanking them for today?
I did. Don't worry about it.
Did you call every single one of them?
I called almost everyone that came to the funeral today.
Okay, good. I was a little worried that you had forgotten to thank everyone. Did you manage to get my parents' house cleaned out? I hope that the house is completely clean by the time I get back.
Now what? I wouldn't have had for that, as you are aware.
I believed I instructed you to clean the house. Additionally, I want you to discard all of Mom's stuff. Ensure that is accomplished.
What are you referring to? Do you intend to make me complete the task by myself?
Of course, I'm forcing you to complete it on your own. You should have unlimited free time since you don't have a job. I have no leisure time because I'm so busy at work.
Did you forget that I had to stop working because of you? You asked me to look after Linda, your ill mother. She was quite ill, so I had to be by her side the entire time. Because of you, I was compelled to stop working.
All of that occurred about 5 years ago. Why are you mentioning that now?
That is the precise reason I am bringing it up at this time. I cared for your ill mother for 5 years of my life. Only because I'm your wife did I do that for you. Are you really going to have me organize all of her possessions too? You ought to be doing that without a doubt. After all, she was your mother.
You never stop chatting, and it truly annoys me. Okay, good. Don't bother if you don't want to do it.
I'm not just upset with that either. You also made me handle all the funeral planning for Linda. Where are you even at this moment? Why didn't you return home? The funeral was 1 week ago today.
My parents' home is quite a distance from my place of employment, therefore. That has nothing to do with you. Simply to avoid having to go so far to work, I'm staying in a location close by.
I still believe that you ought to see your parents at home. Your mother just died. I find it incomprehensible that you want me to clean the entire house by myself. What do you suppose I am? You're practically treating me like a slave.
Are you really that annoying? Why don't you just leave if you don't want to tidy the house?
Now what? Is that what you said to me just now?
There isn't another solution, in my opinion. I don't truly want you if you don't want to clean my house for me. You should immediately gather all of your possessions, in my opinion.
Are you kidding me?
I'm serious, I swear. You must leave the house, please. I'm ejecting you.
It's unbelievable. Really, you're just going to throw me out. You tend to put a stop to things so quickly. What even were the previous 5 years about back then? I wanted to create a family with you and have kids. Instead, I was only permitted to care for your sick mother.
You are aware that having children would not have been possible for us. You spent the whole day taking care of Mom, which kept you extremely busy. We lacked the time and flexibility to raise a child.
I am aware of that. For your benefit, I was putting in a lot of effort every day. I was looking after your mother, not my own. Now you're telling me to leave the house now that she's passed away?
You are the one who declared your intention to leave, right?
I never made such a statement.
Actually, I believe that would be in our best interests both. You ought to leave immediately.
This is just unbelievable. What you're doing is really awful.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just doing the right thing. I need you to be gone, if feasible. I'd like you to get rid of all of my mother's items and books before you go. I suppose a simple task like that is hard for someone like you. I'm going to employ a cleaning service to clean out that residence.
Are you serious about getting rid of Linda's belongings?
Sure I am. Is there an issue with that? I'm not going to require any of that. It's not like she'll ever return to this world. Is it worth keeping any of her possessions?
Do you have no feelings?
I have plenty of emotions. I just don't see why I should keep any of her possessions.
If Linda heard you say this, she'd be devastated.
In any case, this has nothing to do with you. I'm kicking you out. You should stop worrying about my mom's belongings now.
I'm still processing everything. I'll need some time to think about it.
I had already planned to kick you out at some point. It's pointless to think about it. Could you kindly hurry up and gather your belongings? You can just leave my mom's belongings for now. I want you to move out as soon as possible.
So you're serious about evicting me? If you kick me out, I have no idea where I should go.
I'm not sure. That is entirely up to you. You are no longer required to care for my mother. Why don't you go live your free life the way you want?
You're reporting me like this after everything I've done for you?
This is your life. You have the ability to choose how you want to live.
Are you sure what you're saying to me?
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm evicting you from the house. I'd like to divorce you as well. I don't need you anymore now that my ailing mother has died.
Okay. Good. I require you to go immediately. I've had it with you.
What are you on about? You're the one who's leaving. Did you get smacked on the head or something?
I'll collect all of your possessions and send them to you. Please provide me with your girlfriend's address, the woman you've been cheating on me with.
What happened? I'm not sure what you're on about. You're the one who's leaving. That house is mine. After all, it was my parents' house. My mother has left me everything. I still have a lot of work to do on the house and her inheritance. You need to leave the house immediately.
So I suppose you still aren't aware of it. You won't be receiving any inheritance from Linda.
What? That cannot possibly be true. I am the sole child. My dad was once quite wealthy as well. Unfortunately, when he passed away, he left everything to my mother. Finally, I should be able to inherit all of my parents' savings and possessions.
It is in fact true. Nothing was left for you by Linda. In fact, before she passed away, she handed me the house. Actually, I own your parents' home now. The necessary paperwork has already been completed. The property is owned by me.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Why would my mother give the house to you?
Linda and I both knew you were cheating on me. Even though her body was quite frail, she remained cognizant right up until the very end. Every day, she apologized to me for what you were doing to me. Before she died away, she really retained a lawyer to handle all of her estate matters. She instructed the attorney to make sure that I receive all she owns. She opposed you getting anything from her.
Nothing you're stating is true in my opinion. When was she going to be able to accomplish all that? My mother couldn't have done that without consulting me, of course.
Even if she had wanted to, she couldn't have talked to you about it. Even when she was ill, you never visited her at home. To spare you from having to do anything, you forced me to take care of her the entire time.
I had a full-time job. I had no other free time. I had a lot going on.
Quit lying. Like everyone else, you were merely performing a routine job. You ought to have had lots of free time to visit your ill mother. I was already aware of what you were doing.
What exactly do you mean?
I know you were having an affair with one of your subordinates. You and she rented a condo near your office. I know you and your partner have been living together.
So you're aware of that as well? How did you learn about it?
I hired a private investigator to look into you. I didn't have any spare time to look for you. I'm delighted I hired a professional to collect evidence of your infidelity. It was pricey, but I still have all of the money Linda gave me. I'll also be able to sue you to gain even more money from you. I don't think I'll be thinking about money for a while.
Sue me. I'm not going to compensate you. Stop expressing things that are impossible.
It is not at all impossible. You squandered 5 years of my life. You made me take care of your ailing mother while you cheated on me with another woman. You practically employed me as a nurse for 5 years. I'd like you to pay me 5 years' worth of wages as well. I'll let you off the hook for that one, though, because I received all of your mom's savings. I'm still going to be suing you out of spite. While I was taking care of your sick mother, you cheated on me. I'm going to make you pay for ruining my life because you did.
Please wait for a moment. Is anything you mentioned actually accurate? Has my mother really left nothing for me?
There is most likely nothing left for you. I truly understand the specifics of inheritance law. The only thing I am certain of is that Linda had no desire to leave you anything. She felt incredibly let down by you. While you were having fun, you made me take care of her. She didn't want to leave you anything, and I can see why.
That means I won't be receiving her savings then. That certainly isn't just. I anticipated getting everything from her. I had my entire life planned around those savings. Do you actually own the house now as well? That house I wanted to sell. It would have been quite valuable.
The paperwork is already finished. It now belongs to me. For some cash, I'm also going to see your new girlfriend. Be sure to tell her about it as well.
You need to calm down, Lily. What's going through your mind? I don't know. You can't be doing this to me.
Can you recall my name? I'm a bit shocked. I assume you'll be preoccupied with your new girlfriend?
I will never forget your name, I promise. After all, you are my wife.
Wife? You're not the one who asked me for a divorce, right? You told me that Linda had gone away, so you didn't need me anymore? Do you realize that my main goal is to take care of her?
Well, sort of. Although in fact I believe I could have said it a little more clearly.
You really believe that I can handle everything? Do you really believe that I would be satisfied with such a life? You treated me like I was some sort of slave, even though I was supposed to be your wife. Because of how you treated me, I hate you. I need you to leave my home immediately.
Please hold off doing that. I've already let my new girlfriend know that I'll be getting a sizable sum of money in savings. I swore I would use that money to get us a luxury condo.
Unfortunately, you won't be getting that amount of cash. Perhaps you'll get paid enough to get her a lovely meal. However, I would suggest that you both start saving some cash since I'm going to sue you both soon.
Okay, I apologize. I acknowledge that I was wrong. I should have treated you better as my wife. How about we both calm down and talk things out? I want to talk with you about how to distribute the entire inheritance. I'll make certain to return home today so we can speak.
Actually, you don't even need to return home.
Why are you acting in this manner?
I'm acting this way because I despise you. I don't want you to approach my house ever again. I have already completed my portion of the divorce paperwork. I'll ship it to your place of employment for you to finish filling it out and returning it out and returning it. My lawyer will be contacting you at some points in the near future, too, regarding the compensation.
You really need to calm down. There's really no need to make this such a big problem.
Actually, I'm very calm right now. I'm thinking very clearly. I'm very happy that I'm finally going to be completely free from you. I was a little surprised when you tried to dispose of me so easily, though. I guess you had no romantic feelings towards me at all. It actually makes it easier for me, though. I can end things with you with no regrets at all.
You can't end things with me yet. Do not divorce just yet.
Exactly why not? You asked me for a divorce earlier today, weren't you? When you learned you wouldn't be getting anything, did you decide to change your mind?
That is not how it is. When I told my girlfriend about all of this, she immediately booted me out.
Why did she eject you exactly?
She only dated me for the money I was supposed to receive. She ended our relationship after learning that I wouldn't be getting any inheritance. I couldn't believe that she could end things with me so easily. The majority of the rent and other living costs were mine to bear.
But why did you be ejected? Isn't the lease for the apartment in your name?
Actually, she is the one who signed the deal. Because I'm married, I reasoned that it would be horrible if other people found out. I was only handing her the cash so she could cover her rent.
Therefore, you were aware that what you were doing was wrong. You were planning to buy the high-rise condo under your name once you divorced me, right? You planned to abandon me from the very start. You completely deserve this happening to you.
I sincerely regret what I did to you. My ex-girlfriend was simply taking advantage of me. She deserted me.
You really can't do anything about it. If you complain about what she did to you, everyone will find out that you were cheating on me.
Exactly. I have no control over my ex-girlfriend. I'm going to return home so we can discuss. I want to mend our relationship.
Did you really think I would suddenly be willing to fix our relationship? What you did to me was unacceptable. I'm not going to discuss it with you. I also informed your firm about the divorce. I informed them of your romance with your subordinate.
No way! My company has no idea about this. I'm going to leave right now to get home so we can discuss. Please accept my heartfelt apology.
There's no way I am going to forgive you. I've already changed the locks on the house. You won't be able to get in with the keys you have. I'm going to call the cops on you if you come anywhere near my house.
The cops? You don't need to go that far, in my opinion. I implore you to forgive me. Please assist me. I'm sorry for what I did to you.
So I hope you live to regret what you did. Goodbye, you scumbag.
After that, Thomas attempted to enter Lily's flat using the keys he had. However, the lock had already been changed and he was unable to enter. Lily contacted the cops and Thomas was arrested and transported to the station. The next day, Thomas's employer discovered his affair and demoted him and reduced his compensation. The subordinate with whom he was having an affair was fired immediately. Lily also sued Thomas for what he had done to her. He didn't have any savings, so he couldn't pay the settlement cost. He had to borrow a lot of money to pay Lily and is now deeply in debt. Thomas is currently living a lonely life with a huge amount of debt. He began working a second job in order to gradually pay off all of his debt.
Hey Laura, I have good news to tell you. You can't guess what happened.
Oh, just tell me what is that?
I've just returned from the hospital. Luckily, I'm the match for Adrian. I can give Adrian a blood donation.
Oh, I knew that. But are you certain you can go through with it?
What do you mean? I'm willing to do so, no matter how hard it is. We've been struggling to find a donor for him, you know. None in his family has the same blood type as him. And doctors say that blood type is extremely rare.
Of course, I'm happy for you. But what if his surgery is not successful? And are you two still planning to get married later this year?
Yeah, we called off the wedding when he got sick. But we've been together for more than 5 years. I'm really looking forward to a happy ending.
Maybe take your time before diving back into wedding plans. The surgery fees will surely be too much.
Don't worry too much, Laura. I'm confident things will go smoothly with the assistance from our families. Plus, you have a chance to put on that amazing dress we picked out for you.
Sounds great.
Are you happy with that? You don't seem as excited as I am about this.
I'm good. Just a long day. And Adrian told me before. Wait, I need to tell you something.
Sure. Let's tell me what you want to say.
Just casual stuff. How's Adrian doing?
He felt better when hearing he was about to have surgery. And he is super thrilled about the wedding. He thinks it's like a second shot at happiness.
That's wonderful. I'm genuinely happy for you, Angela.
Thank you, Laura. I'm also happy to share everything with you. You can confide in me about anything, right?
Of course. We've been friends for over 10 years. Nothing can shake our bond.
2 days later. Please tell me that the person I saw in this room wasn't you. Tell me it wasn't you who fled upon spotting me.
What are you saying? I've been at home all day.
That's why you are unhappy about me marrying him, right? Laura, tell me that you haven't been involved with Adrian.
How do you even know that?
Don't even consider deceiving me. He disclosed everything to me. I suspected something was going on between the two of you. But I didn't think both of you cheated on me.
What did he say? Hey, listen to me. It was Adrian who flirted me first.
Laura, you were the one who introduced us in the first place.
Well, now the heart desires what it desires. Adrian and I are compatible in everything. I think I should tell you the truth, Angela.
The truth? What's the truth?
The man waited 5 years to marry you. I just do not think you're compatible.
My goodness! I don't know what I should do now, whether laughing or crying. How can I believe this? In what world does betraying 10 years of friendship for a man seem logical?
It's not my fault. You should ask your fiancé. I mean, you've been neglecting yourself lately. You're supposed to be getting married, but I'm not sure your dress will fit. You do not know how to take care of yourself.
Stop it, Laura. It's enough. You're well aware of how insecure I am about my weight. Do you remember that? You've constantly reassured me that I look fine.
Honestly, I've been lying to satisfy your feelings, but it's tiring to always play the supporting role in your life. I'm constantly helping you with your love life and self-esteem matters.
How long has this been happening?
For 2 years.
You were deceiving me, but you still let him propose to me. How could you do that to me? I confided you when I suspected he was hiding some things. Instead of listening to me, you made me believe I was the one overreacting. What kind of friend is that?
I'm the friend who's tired of always being the third wheel in your relationship. But you know what? Adrian treated me like a princess. Oh, he's so romantic. I think he never did those kinds of stuff for you.
So, you decided to take my man to prove a point.
Honey, he's not your man.
What? He's our man?
Let Adrian choose.
I'm not wasting any more time with you and Adrian. Both of you are disgusting. By the way, I need to tell you something.
Don't tell me silly things like leaving him.
He told me you meant nothing to him and broke up with you.
No way. He loves me.
If he loved you, he would have dumped me a long time ago. He said that you kept pursuing him, even though he wanted to focus on us.
No, you lied to me. I know how hard he had to go through to keep our relationship. But, wait, what were you doing at the hospital at that hour? You usually visit in the mornings. The nurses said they saw a girl who looked a lot like me entering his room late at night.
I couldn't believe it when they told me. I thought he was loyal. 5 years together, and I never saw him look at another woman other than me. But I was curious. I went to the hospital at night, and I saw you in his room.
You're crazy. This is what Adrian meant. You're so clingy.
I am his fiancée. I have every right to be, especially with snakes like you around him. Never mind. I hope you two have a nice life. Maybe you'll have little baby snakes together.
But what about the blood donation? You can't be thinking of backing out. He'll die. Answer me.
A few days later. Stop loitering around my house. So, you thought setting his entire family against me would make a difference? I've already spoken to his doctor. I'm not giving the blood donation. I'm not the one saving his life. Maybe you can be the savior.
You know, I wasn't a match.
It's ridiculous how much your claims of being more compatible with him. Look, I won't donate my blood to save him just so you and he can have a happy ending.
Without your blood donation, he won't survive. You'll be the cause of his death. You need to reconsider. His condition is deteriorating, and there's no hope.
I don't want him to die. But please respect my decision. From the moment I knew Adrian cheated on me, he meant nothing to me. No amount of threats or insults from his family will change my mind. You got it?
I thought you loved him. He doesn't deserve to die. Angela, you used to love Adrian. You can't abandon him in his time of need. You owe us that much. Your selfishness will haunt you for life if you don't change. Just one more time. Think of our friendship for a decade, Angela.
No, I made my decision. You cannot change my mind. Don't act superior to me. I lost 2 loved ones in one day. Don't claim I owe you this.
I love him more than you do. I'll force you to donate, even if you resist.
My family knows, and they'll protect me. If anything happens to me, you and his family will spend your lives in jail. Don't force me to do anything. I don't owe you anything. Please, leave me alone.
I can't believe a heartless person like you was one of my friends. You won't set aside your feelings to help a man who stood by you for 5 years.
3 years.
What? How could it be just 3 years?
He was loyal to me for 3 years. After that, I owe nothing. The other 2 years he spent with another woman. I've been stressed and crying all year because of him. I lost him 2 years ago.
You see, you're already treating him like he's dead.
Both of you are dead to me. A week later. Hey, Laura, tell Adrian's family that if I see them at my workplace ever again, I will call the police. They're making me uncomfortable. Every day, I have to hide from them like a criminal.
Tell them yourself. We almost lost him last night. I stayed at the hospital until early this morning. How can you be so heartless?
I believe if you make an effort, you can find another donor for him. I'm sorry, but please respect my decision and leave me alone.
If he passes away, it's your fault.
A year later.
You're so bad. You didn't even ask me about Adrian's condition. He wishes to meet you, but he's uncertain when he'll recover. I'm unsure why he has any intentions involving you, but I wanted to transfer his message to you.
What'd you do that for?
I'm not sure, but don't even think about rekindling with him. I'll be keeping an eye on you.
No need. I have no intention of going there. 5 days later.
I wish you burn in hell.
What are you saying, Laura? You are insulting me.
He's gone. He passed away today. It's all your fault.
Laura, don't blame all the things to me.
I'm sure you're happy now, aren't you?
Laura, I'm sorry for your loss. I know it's hard to accept the truth, but maybe he's in a better place now.
You pretentious person. No, you don't get to apologize. You killed him.
Trust me, I'm not rejoicing in his death, even if it feels that way.
You're a murderer. It was your chance to save him, and you chose not to. He was sick, and the hospital couldn't find a suitable blood type for him. You could help him, but you refused.
Look, even though you betrayed me, I'm here if you need someone to talk to.
I didn't want someone to talk to. He proposed to me and we were going to get married. But he was gone before we married. He left me alone. Don't show up at his funeral. His mother doesn't want to see you.
That's her choice, and I'll respect it.
You didn't visit him during his last moments? How can you disregard a dying person's wishes?
Hey, I'm already getting hell from his family members. I don't need more from you. It was my fault. Death comes for us all. You can't start spreading rumors about me that aren't true. You and his family need to stop blaming me for his death.
This is the truth. You're a murderer, heartless. Let's see. Who will be willing to date you again? You'll end up alone.
It's enough, Laura. It's exceeding my limits.
No one will love such an ugly witch like you.
You go too far, Laura. I won't tolerate being insulted. I'll call the cops if you insult me anymore.
Don't show up at the funeral, or I'll ensure you regret it.
Goodbye. I should have blocked you long ago. I hope one day you comprehend the pain caused by both of you and understand why I couldn't make that sacrifice for him.
Hi, honey. What are you doing? I miss you so much.
I miss you too, babe. I just got home after work and will go for a workout.
Oh, that sounds great. Always be healthy and pretty until our wedding. I'm still at work now, babe. By the way, I want to remind you about our dinner with my parents. I have already reserved a table at your favorite restaurant. We will talk about our wedding the next 3 months. I am so excited. This is the best day in my life when I have you.
I prefer going on Saturday. Did your parents know about this?
Yes, babe, I already told them. I will come to pick you up that day. I have prepared a gift for you.
What is that, babe? I mean, whatever it is, you're my best gift ever. But...
Is anything wrong, babe?
I've had dinner with your family a few times, but something feels wrong. You father, brother, and even sister-in-law adore me. But I felt like there's something not good between me and your mom. Everyone seemed to cherish and welcome me, but your mom. And it's very hard for me to have the conversation with her. I think I need more time to have good rapport with her before we are going to live in a home.
Is anything wrong, babe? I will do everything to help you, but I can't wait the day I can bring you home to become my wife. so I think the meeting will be held normally.
Thanks for comforting me, babe. I've been thinking about this since the first day I met your mother. I'm confused.
I'm always here for you.
Hi. Is that Emily? Sorry for reaching you out like this out of nowhere, but could you talk right now? I asked Richard for your number because I have something to tell you. I am Richard's mother.
Hi, Ms. Rachel. How are you these days? I have free time now and we could talk if you want. I just told Richard that I would call you soon and ask you to go out for a coffee date, just the two of us.
Now, it might be sudden, but there's something I need to tell you. Well, I'll just go straight to the point and I hope you will understand. Richard is my child, so I just want the best for him.
I'm sorry, but I kind of don't get it. Has Richard told you about the dinner with my family? We will together plan for the wedding.
Yes, I heard about that. But I won't come because I do not accept my son to marry you.
What? Sorry, Ms. Rachel, but can you tell me the reason? I can't stand why you do this right before the meeting day. Did you told Richard? What decision are you talking about?
My son is an excellent kid, so he needs someone as excellent as him to be his wife. At first, I thought he was just playing with you for fun, so I did not care that much. But now my son wants to marry you. I can no longer stay still and let this go any further. My son will also be contacting you soon to discuss this decision. Thank for your time, and have a good day.
Wait a second, Ms. Rachel. This is unexpected. Please answer my question. Why would you suddenly cancel the engagement?
Oh, I think this is too easy to know the reason why I am doing this, right? Are you stupid? My attitude in the first time is too clear that I don't like you. And you should know about this. My decision is my family's decision. Noon can change this.
How about Richard? Apart from your assumptions, what did he say? Does he feel the same way with you? He hasn't mentioned anything about ending the engagement and cancel the meeting.
I think that's because he still can't move on. He is so happy and looking forward to the wedding and the day he can bring you home. But I have to teach my son a lesson about how to choose a good wife.
Choose a good wife?
I don't have much time to talk with you. I said that was my decision so that Noon can change. I thought it would be better to inform you directly as soon as possible. That's why I reached out to you. I think you will get a message from him later today too, once he finishes his work.
Ms. Rachel, I have to say that I truly love Rachel and I want to spend my entire life with him. So please give me the reason, then I will fix and make you pleased. Can you?
Haha, I am so surprised when you asked me that question, 'cause you didn't have the right to do that. But I will answer you because I don't want to see some ridiculous and funny story here. You know, I have three handsome and fantastic sons, and 2 out of the 3 have really excellent wives that they brought into my family. They all wear really expensive brand of clothes and have graduated famous universities. Also, their family is very rich that they can give them an apartment before they got married. But, look at you, see what you have? Nothing. I even have to buy a house for you and my son. So I think I will find him a young rich girl which has the same desire as me. Loving luxury brand.
But why can you decide to hate or love someone relying on their clothes? I just have never been the one who put all my money into what I wear. I guess the house my dad gave me is pretty simple compared to other house, but it has the good location that we can sell some agricultural products. And our business run excellent. Why don't you accept that?
What's even worse, agriculture. This is 4.0 era, you know. Why can you sell that? It can be compared to the job of my 2 great daughter-in-law. The lawyer and a doctor. You just a seller and you even haven't graduated. I know that your dad is a farmer. I'm sure he doesn't have a sense of culture or make enough money to be considered worthwhile in our world. I guess that he even doesn't know how to use a phone. That's funny to say to you.
Why can you say that? It's true that my dad is farmer, but he is really a fantastic man. You can't talk about my dad with that unrespect words. Even now, he is still working hard to make sure that my mom gets to go on all those dream vacations she's been wanting. I am not burst or flex anything, but it's the truth. I am so sad if you say those words about my dad. I know that you can evaluate by your opinion, but my father is a farmer. That job is not really bad at all. You shouldn't view a job in that way. I respect you, so please show me that you done that with my father either. My dad have a dream to manufacture agricultural products for the hunger. That's beautiful dream and he did it. He's a hero in my mind. Now he's a famous business in agricultural and the one who has the biggest garden in Texas.
Haha, stop talking nonsense, I don't believed. So you think you can call yourself a good wife like the rest of them because your dad is a good man? Haha, sweetie, please don't think that anymore, you crack me up. You lack all of the good qualities that the rest of my family has. You know that we are all teacher, doctor or police, lawyer, which is a very precious job. Not like you and your family. That's because why I don't like you and my son taking you to our home at the first meeting. You have the look or poor people and you even don't have any luxury clothes. You are like a 90 years old people. What's an ashamed?
Ms. Rachel, I can't stand why you treat me like this.
We're talking about your lack of wealth. I can smell your lack of money from a mile away, and it's atrocious. I could smell you even if you use some luxury perfume or wear something expensive. You still look like a poor people. I can't understand why my son can love you and begged for accepting you. You have such boring history with your family that makes nasty smell impossible to get rid of.
I'm still not seeing the problem with what my family is like though.
The way you smell, the way you dress indicate the fact that you didn't come from wealth. Moreover, you even ungraduated, I can't accept that. We need a wife who has knowledge. I don't know why my son choose you. All of his son have great wives, so what made him think that the rock like you is a gem? So confused.
I will ask Richard about this.
You mean that you will distract him when he is working? It seems you lack common sense, don't you think?
How can you say that? Don't you understand how I feel right now? I know that you don't like me from the first time, but I always want to fix it. I never want to give up. But when I heard the reason why you don't like me, I so sad and disappointed, I don't know what to do next.
Calm down. You're going to make me laugh with all this rash behavior. It's rather unbecoming for a woman to act this way, you know? It's because you're poor, so you don't know about the basic manners that you behave this way?
How dare you speak to me like that? Who do you think you are, judging others? Please don't mention my mom and dad. Insulting me like this is all completely unacceptable.
Oh dear, sometimes girls like you can be quite scary. I've only been stating facts, yet you respond with such harsh accusations.
You're not actually making such a big decision just because my family is working on a farm.
What's so ridiculous about it? It seems like a logical reason to me.
Are you serious?
Yes, you should just give up now. There's nothing more to discuss.
This is so insane.
You're pretty stubborn, aren't you? It's a pity to see someone who can't accept the truth. You have to confirm with my son. I have no further business with you, so I'll say goodbye now.
Missed call. Are you working now, Richard? Please get back and pick up my phone as soon as possible.
What's up? I can't call you right now. Is there something urgent?
Don't you have a clue about what I want to talk about?
Emily, I am too busy now, so I don't have time to answer your question and even guess what you pretend to say to me.
Okay, I will go straight to the point. I have just had conversation with your mother. She said she wanted to cancel the wedding and also the meeting tomorrow.
Oh, I see. So she talked to you about that, huh? Can we address it tonight?
I want to talk to you right now. Can you go out right now? I'm so scared and I don't know what to do and told my parents.
I am really busy and I can't talk about this trivial matters with you.
What do you mean? Trivial matter?
Well, the situation is different now, isn't it? I thought it was evident. The engagement has already been called off, so we don't have any obligations to each other anymore. My mom didn't permit me to marry a girl from fame or family, so I can't change anything. And if I have a conversation with you right now, I think I won't change anything. Just waste my time.
Are you telling me that you actually agree to end everything like that? I still don't understand why you can do this with me. After 2 years we've been in a relationship.
To think about it, I think it wouldn't lead to anything. My mom has explained to me, and I think she's right.
What are you talking about? Are you saying that if your mother says something bad, you blindly follow her without hesitation? Aren't you mature enough to decide your life instead of listening to her?
No, you're misunderstood. It's not like that. After hearing what she said, I think it's true to some extent, and I thought that she might have a point. That's all. My mother was against the wedding from the beginning, so I feel like I had no choice but to end it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, are you serious about your choice?
Yes, of course, I won't regret about this.
So end up here. I didn't anything to say with you.
Good evening. I am sorry to text you this late. I have a question to ask you. If you don't mind, can I ask?
Oh, hi Ms. Rachel. What's that?
Well, I have heard something from my son, and I wanted to ask you about your father. Is he really the chairman of a biggest exported company in our country?
Oh, finally you know the truth.
Oh, I am sorry for my behavior earlier. I should have asked about your background first before making assumptions. I acted inappropriately, and I feel so embarrassed now.
Okay, everything have gone, you don't have to say sorry or think it in a negative way.
I understand if you're angry with me. But can you forgive for me?
No, I don't think this is something that you have told me to forgive. You and me, and even Richard now, is stranger. And we don't have anything to say with each other, you know.
No, wait. I still want to hold the engagement again.
What's going on here? You just contact me again because you know the truth about my family? Do you really feel ashamed?
What? Oh, my stupid son, why he not tell me sooner?
It can't change anything. The true love will be felt and see clearly. Don't just care about only money. This just proves how terrible of a human being you are. It really doesn't matter if you have a postgraduate degree. You need to stop mocking and looking down on me right now. I'm telling this to all of you. I'm going to make you regret it. You know nothing about the love and respect for you relatives.
Oh, Emily, I am so sorry for what I have done to you. But I realize that anything can't change now. I am hurted you in the past and looked down on you. I am so embarrassed. Please forgiving me and stay at our home. I will fix all thing and let you see my effort.
No, Ms. Rachel, it's over. I can accept and forgive to you, but it's not mean I can come back to that house and live like nothing happened. You're not my mother-in-law anymore. And the truth is that all the respect I left to you is lost. If you lost something, you wouldn't take it back.
Then Emily blocked both Richard and Rachel because they keep bothering her by texting and calling even when she's working. Rachel has a big lesson in her life that she will never forget. Emily finally found her true love, and fortunately, he runs the biggest company in that area. Their wedding is the best wedding ever, and everyone has to be jealous with their happiness.
Hello there, sweetie. How have you been since that night? I can't believe I neglected to acquire your phone number. Amanda here. An old friend eventually gave me your phone number. I was concerned that I wouldn't be able to reach you again.
What the heck? Amanda? Were you my childhood neighbor?
Yes, it is correct. We had been childhood pals. We talked about it a few weeks ago. The party was fantastic. We talked a lot and even had some beers. We were so engrossed in our conversation that we neglected to exchange phone numbers.
What? How long ago was it? I haven't attended a party in a long time. I've been far too preoccupied lately to do anything like that. I haven't seen you in at least 10 years. Remember when my parents divorced and I had to live with my mother? I haven't seen you in a long time.
What exactly do you mean? I saw you at the party and you took me home to have a wonderful time. Don't you remember?
What the hell?
I've been trying to figure out how to contact you again since the party.
I've never seen you or done anything with you. I believe you erred. No way.
Sure, keep joking around like that. It's adorable. There's no reason to feel ashamed. In any case, it was all voluntary. Remember that we have a date tomorrow. Remember how we scheduled it for tomorrow?
What? A date? No, what are you on about?
What? Why are you befuddled? You're the one who requested a date in the first place. Are you upset because someone gave me your phone number without your permission? You didn't intend for this to be a one-night stand, did you? Anyway, I couldn't stop myself. I quickly fell in love with you after seeing you again. I remember asking you for your phone number numerous times, but you were always playing hard to get. So I turned to an old acquaintance for help. You're not going to flee from me again, are you? You will be sorry if you do not keep your word about our date tomorrow. You don't want to mess with me.
No, I have no idea what you've been on about all this time. I haven't seen you in 10 years and I didn't go to any parties. Is this some kind of joke? Are you playing a trick on me?
Guess what? Tomorrow I have a surprise for you.
A surprise?
Please look forward to it. I'm ecstatic. I'll tell you after dinner. I've planned our entire day out, so please wait till then.
Could you perhaps slow down a little? I have no idea what's going on.
I'm going to bed now and can't wait to see you again tomorrow. Good night, sweetheart.
Wait! Could you please respond first? What the hell is going on? The next day.
Why are you not returning my calls? I've been waiting for you for 3 hours. Are you sure you're not going to our date today?
I wanted to inform you over dinner that I was pregnant, but I guess I'll have to do it through sense. I wanted to discuss our future plans. We plan to start a family together soon. What kind of house should we live in, and where should we reside? What should we name our child, and when should we get married? Do you not want to discuss these issues with me? You are, after all, the father of this child. There are many people who wish to have a family one day, and you are going to become a father. Shouldn't we get married immediately away? What's the matter with you? You're going to have a child. Is this how you intend to treat your future wife? You're not exactly instilling confidence in me that you'll be a decent father or husband if you treat me like Way. I have a feeling you want to end things. Are you serious? We're about to marry and have a child. You can't ignore me forever.
Speak to me. I'm going to be your future bride. I will never agree to end our relationship and keep texting you if you continue to ignore me.
That night. Good day, Basil. It's been quite some time. You remember me, don't you?
Adonis! Hello! Of course, I remember you. 3 years have passed. We need to get together again.
3 years? I apologize for not getting back to you sooner.
Don't worry about it. We are both quite busy right now. It's difficult to make arrangements when we work and live far apart. So, how have you been?
Something strange is happening. Someone is playing a horrible prank on me. Things are also out of control, and I'm at a loss on what to do.
What precisely do you mean?
Do you recall the girl who lived next door to me in middle school? We all used to hang out with her, and she and I had a love-hate relationship, tease each other.
Yes, Amanda. I recall her clearly. You, myself, her, and other Adonis would spend a lot of time together. She recently relocated out of town. She mentioned wanting to be alone. She also went mad.
What do you mean insane? How so?
Since you left, she has changed dramatically. She's not the Amanda we used to know.
So what happened? What is the matter with her?
When it comes to males she likes, she has a problem. She becomes obsessed with them, and will go to any length to force them into a relationship. She will even tell outrageous lies and message them frequently. Because of it, our friendship was shattered. Rumors about her quickly spread while she was still living here. If you ever see her, keep a safe distance from her.
I see. It's too bad she turned out that way. After all, she was an old acquaintance.
Her first boyfriend, sadly, went through a lot with her. She exploited him, gaslighted him, and was envious of him. She would even make up lies in order to have control over his life. He still goes to therapy and is dealing with a lot of trauma after they split up.
Are you talking about yourself, Basil? You used to say things like that when something awful happened to you, and you didn't want other people to be concerned about it. I know you too well to understand how you speak.
You are correct. I apologize. I was one of her initial victims. She was envious and tried to control my life, even though she was the unfaithful one. She would become obsessed with other guys and stalk them. She would also constantly message them. She shattered my heart and destroyed our friendship. You understand what I mean?
I'm sorry I can't relate. I can't believe you two got together after I left.
That's okay. And yeah, weird, right? Anyway, I'm pleased you don't have to go through what I did. Nobody should have to deal with her.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Guy.
It's all okay. Anyway, is this prank you mentioned related to her?
That's pretty much it. Things started to make more sense once you told me about her. I was really perplexed earlier. I had absolutely no notion what she was on about. She's also been phoning and messaging me nonstop. It's eerie.
What exactly is she saying?
It's a lot to explain. She obtained my phone number from someone and began contacting me with bizarre messages.
What? No way!
Yeah, considering everything you've told me, I'm concerned about what will happen.
I can't believe she's messaged you. Yes, you must exercise caution with her. As I already stated, she had a bit of a reputation before she departed, so I'm not her only victim.
Yes, and when she contacts me, it's as if she's talking to herself. I believe I am her next target.
That appears to be the case.
She's been claiming that we met at a party, that I took her home, and that she's now pregnant. I'll email you screenshots of everything she said. It's too much to tell you.
Wait, what? Yes, please send them all.
30 minutes later.
I looked through the screenshots you supplied me. This appears to be a serious problem. She has completely lost her mind.
Yes, I thought so as well.
Can you come to my house? We can hang out and decide what to do.
Sorry about that, man. I'm simply too far away, and I don't have the funds to travel at the moment.
That's all right. It's been quite difficult to get together over the last few years. Being a grown-up is a pain. I wish we could go back in time and hang around like we used to. We would spend hours playing video games, and all we had to worry about was schoolwork.
Yes, I agree. Work, home, sleep, and repeat. Now I must decide how to handle Amanda.
This entire issue is a mess. Do you have a girlfriend, or are you dating anyone?
No, I've been single. I haven't had much time to date recently.
I see. That is not a problem. At the very least, Amanda will not target them.
Yes, but it appears that you've gone through a lot. Thank you for informing me about Amanda and her recent events.
It's not a problem. Just be mindful of how you communicate with her. If you say the wrong thing, she can go insane and upset.
Don't worry about it. Something about the situation doesn't seem right. I don't believe she knows where I am. I believe I am safe.
Really? Still? exercise caution. She has her own way of doing things, and she can be rather frightening at times.
Okay, I'll think about it. Now I have to get going. Please contact me at any moment and I will respond. Hopefully, we can get together again soon. I miss spending time with you.
Okay, and so do I. It has been far too long. You can talk to me if you get into any further difficulties with Amanda. Please let me know what happens.
Yeah, of course. I'll talk to you later. 2 days later.
Duns? You've not responded to my email. It's unavoidable. I'll just have to find another way to catch your attention. I went ahead and made an online post about our marriage and how we are pregnant together. Everyone is now aware. Check it out. I went a step farther since I got a feeling you wanted to split up and have nothing to do with me. So, are you going to reconsider your decision now? I'm sure all of our friends and relatives are aware that you will soon become a parent. You need to start taking responsibility or this isn't going to end well. We're going to have a baby, therefore let's get married. You have no other option. Where should our wedding take place? I know exactly where I want to have it. You want to hear it? I'll notify you once you respond. I just want us to be married as soon as possible so that I may look thin in our wedding photos. My stomach will be too large for my dress if we don't hurry. Adonis, what are your thoughts?
It's truly terrifying how you can maintain a discussion with yourself. I wasn't even responding.
Oh, you finally responded to me. We're going to be husband and wife soon, so you really need to start communicating with me more. I'll give you one more opportunity. After all, you're about to marry me and become the father of our child.
Pay attention, Amanda. Right now I'm in Canada.
Wait, what? Canada?
After my parents divorced, my mother and I relocated to Canada. She remarried someone from the area. I even finished college and now live on my own. I even have my own residences. I don't think I reside anywhere near you right now. Your social media page indicates that you live in Washington.
Right now, I'm completely perplexed. Do you actually not live in Washington any longer? I heard you relocated to Washington after finishing middle school, so I did as well.
We lived there for about a year before returning to Canada. Anyway, you mentioned that we met again a few weeks ago at a party and that I drove you home. It couldn't have been me because I don't live anywhere near you. It's impossible. I haven't been to a party in years. To be honest, I'm living a somewhat dull life right now.
So, wait a second. I even yelled your name at the party and you responded. We also chatted about our childhoods. What you're saying is absurd. We hung out all night and you recognized me. It had to be you.
Please wait. You said my name and I recognized you. Could it be the other Adonis? Adonis Alexander? That is the only way this is feasible. Has he also relocated to Washington? It had to be him.
What?
Do you not recall him? Perhaps he was the one you met that night at the party, not me?
No, I don't understand. That night I slept with you.
As said previously, that couldn't be me. I am not a resident of Washington. It had to be Adonis Alexander.
No way did I confuse the two of you.
It's logical. He's the only other Adonis you've ever met. It's also been 10 years, and we all look a lot different than we did in middle school. Even though you guys spoke all night, we used to hang out all the time and have similar recollections.
What the heck? This is ridiculous.
I'm sorry, but if everything you're stating is true, it appears to be what happened. You've just confused us. If you're actually pregnant and you've hooked up, you should look up his phone number and start contacting him.
No, I couldn't have made such a blunder. Not him, but you were my aim.
Is that how you view it, Target? You should be more selective about who you hook up with next time. What you're doing is dangerous, and you should never target males and do this to them in the first place. Anyway, since it's not my child, could you please stop texting me?
No, I cannot accept it. You're deceiving me. My husband is supposed to be you, not him. This time I wanted you.
What is the matter with you?
You've changed so much. Just marry me instead of lying me.
No. Right now, I'm being absolutely serious with you. It was you who committed the error, not me. I've already explained why it couldn't be me.
Is this what occurs after all of my efforts to obtain you? I desired you.
You've seriously puzzled us. Is it true that you're pregnant? Or are you lying? Amanda, what's the matter with you?
No, not at all. I lied. I was gonna lie about being pregnant the night we hooked up, but now that I know it's not you, I'm furious. This time, I really wanted you.
Why are you lying and acting in this manner? We used to be close. Anyway, could you please put a stop to this?
Sure, just give me Adonis Alexander's phone number. I'll have to go after him immediately.
No, I'm not going to condone your actions. Amanda, you require assistance. I can't talk to you any longer.
Wait!
I'm sorry, but I'm blocking you right now. After that, I immediately informed Basil what transpired after my talk with Amanda. I told him that I felt sorry for Amanda. After all, she was an old acquaintance in need of assistance. We also decided to contact Adonis Alexander and inform him of the situation. After chatting in a group chat for a few days, we decided to schedule a meeting to discuss how we could assist Amanda. Basil had continued to follow Amanda on social media and knew where she lived, so we all flew to Washington and met at Adonis Alexander's house. Amanda received a message from us, and he persuaded her to come over. Amanda was stunned when she arrived at his residence and discovered the three of us there. We sat her down and talked about her behavior and how she needed to get assistance. Amanda was completely overwhelmed, and memories from the past were discussed and brought back. She sobbed and agreed to counseling. Amanda reverted to her former self after starting treatment and taking medicine. We all ended up becoming close friends again. In the end, I'm glad we were able to reconnect her with some old childhood pals.